Grind Includes Friday. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to Work Harder, Play Harder, and hopefully that sets the whole tone for what this channel is about. We're just going to go through some self-development stuff, some growth, and some techniques that you can use to get through some different situations that life throws at you. Because we know that life definitely does throw a lot of different things at us. Sometimes all at once, sometimes one after the other. And you just got to push through it. So let's get started. I heard the other day, song came on the radio, The Beer's on Me by Dierks Bentley. And one of the things that got to me about it was there's a line in there and it says, everybody's got a problem, so do I, but we ain't gonna solve them on a Saturday night. Now, one, I don't really care to use the word problem. I like to think of it more as situations. And two is this, we ain't gonna solve them on a Saturday night mentality. I think that that's a big problem, especially within our culture that we have now, is to grind hard Monday through Friday. Who cares what happens Saturday and Sunday? Who cares? It's the weekend. Who cares? Who cares if I do what I'm supposed to do? Who cares if I got my workout in? It's the weekend. I don't care about that. But one thing that you need in life, and especially if you're striving to get out of a place that you're at, that you're not happy with, one thing that you need in life is consistency. Whether that's getting up every day and doing your workout, whether that's making sure you eat right, you need consistency. Because the more consistent you are, the more you're going to be able to show up and perform and outperform most people. Most people just come in, they do the minimum, and they leave. They go home and they do the minimum. And sometimes all it takes is that extra 25%, that extra 35% of effort, and you'll start to see some amazing results. Back to the situations thing. I don't like the word problems. So with situations, there are some that you can change and some that you absolutely cannot change, no matter what you were to do. Price of gas goes up, you can't change that. Somebody makes you feel weird by saying a comment or makes you feel bad, you can change that. You can change your thoughts, you can change your feelings, and you can change your actions. Okay, thoughts equals feelings, feelings equal actions. All right, and one of the ways that you want to do that at first is to be aware of what you are thinking. You don't want to just be on autopilot, and a lot of people go through that. They go through their whole day on autopilot. They go through their whole week on autopilot. Before you know it, a month is gone, and they have nothing to show for it. They don't have any goals that they've attained. They've not checking any boxes off, and they're wondering why they're in the same place. So one of the things that if you're trying to get out of a rut, if you're trying to do something different, is to be consistent. You have to be consistent, even if you just start small, consistently. Okay, every day I'm gonna meditate for 20 minutes. Every day I'm gonna work out for 20 minutes or read a book for 20 minutes or watch something, it doesn't always have to be reading, but watch something educational. I'm going to do something just every day for 20 minutes consistently to show that I can. And one of the things also is that this whole mind, body, and your spirituality, all of that, emotions, all ties in together. And when you start taking care of yourself, and you start putting you first. Yes, I know a lot of people have significant others, and I would do anything for them, and I would do it. Yeah, but if you can't take care of you, you can't be there for them. You can't be there for your kids. And as some people may say, it sounds harsh, but I'm first. I put me first, because if I'm not okay, if I'm not operating at a level that I like to operate at, then I can't be there when other people need me. My shoulders aren't broad enough to handle what they've thrown at me, because I can't even handle my own weight at this point. So just one of the things that I also wanted to say is that it takes time. You're not going to see results in a week. You're not going to feel any different in a week. You might feel more motivated. And one of the things is motivation is action equals motivation. Okay? So we might have these things throughout the day where I'm going to do this when I get home. Or I'm going to do this over the weekend. Or I'm going to save money for this. Or I'm going to do that. And as soon as you get home, what do? Go to the couch, you watch TV. Next thing you know, you went to sleep. If you were to go home and say you're gonna mow your yard, all right, if you were to go home and you were to just even touch the lawnmower and just pull it out, we've already started. You're probably gonna end up finishing the yard. If you were to take, okay, I only made, $1,000 this week, but you were to take 10 and set it aside for that vacation you've been waiting on, you've already started. Action equals motivation. So that's one of the big ones. Consistency, action, which equals motivation, and your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Again, we come back to action, so that's great. Just take it day by day though. Just continue to, okay, I don't feel like doing this today, but I know that if I get this done today, it's done for tomorrow. I could check it off my list. And then tomorrow when you get up or whatever you do, and you get to that point, you're like, oh, I already did this yesterday. Or I already have this ready because I did it yesterday. And the more you do that, the more it's gonna cycle and cycle. And so to tie that in with the Monday through Friday thing, I try to do the same thing Monday through Sunday, regardless of what day it is. I try to stay in a consistent routine so that when Saturday and Sunday comes around, I'm not just being lazy. I'm not just taking the day off. And everybody needs days off. I understand that. But I'm still accomplishing what I needed to accomplish. So that way when Monday does come around and I've got to go back to work, or you've got to go to your kid's soccer game, or you've got a big presentation, or whatever it may be, you're already ready. You're already still in that groove. You're in that flow state. And it's just one of those things that can really be impactful in your life if you can just be consistent. And as long as you're pushing every day, then eventually within a couple weeks, you'll start to feel different. You'll start to see yourself different too. And people tend to live by this box. Oh, I'm just a 9-to-5 guy. I'll always work at this job. That's all I have. It has great insurance. I make okay money. My family's supported. I can't do anything else. When you paint that picture, you define yourself as that. The only reason that you're in that box is because that's how you see yourself. And you let other people see you like that, and you let other people box you in. Okay? That can change at any point. You know, you're a single mom. Okay, well, I'm going to be a single mom working at a fast food restaurant the rest of my life. That's not true. You know, just because you're a single mom, okay, go be the manager. Put in the time and the effort. Get to know that. Put in the consistency to be there early, to get to know your job. And then who knows? You could be the manager. Who knows? And after that, you could pop up to sales and corporate. You could get a corporate job. You could open your own franchise. But the point of the matter is don't let people paint you in. And if you feel painted in, try and do something outside what you would normally do. Go to a store and just yell. Just go, ah! Why not? It's not breaking any rules. It's not breaking any laws. People are going to look at you funny. But when you start to get outside of your own zone and you realize the possibilities that are there, that's when you really can start to take a shift. And you have to, again, you have to be conscious. You have to be aware of what thoughts you're putting, not only you're thinking, what are you listening to? What thoughts are you letting come in to your life? What papers are you reading? What news sources are you reading that are coming into your life? How much social media is coming into your life that's going to have either a good effect or a bad effect? I try to, I watch stuff just like everybody else, but I try to, what I'm put in, good in, good out. Bad in, usually bad out. If I just lay around and watch movies all day, I'm probably not going to be motivated. And that's one of the things that I have to do. It's just one of the things that's just part of what I need for me is I need to listen to something motivational, usually every day before I start my day, whether that's just a 5-minute meditation, a guided meditation, whether that's Joe Rogan or whether it's Jordan Peterson or whoever it may be. Sometimes I need that little kick in the morning to realize, yeah, I'm a badass. I'm going to kill it today. And then that just sets the mood for the rest of your day. And you're able to just be in that flow state and just know that you are putting in the effort and you know that it's going to pay off in the long run. We can die tomorrow. So that's all we're promised is today. And as long as you do your best today and you focus on things that you want to change, there's no reason to wait. Start today. Just take it step by step and just be consistent